What's up, everybody? This is Zach with the Nerd Cave Network, and I'm joined along with
Robbie Rawls. And today, guys, we have some fantastical news. We are going to start selling the Nerd Cave Network shirts.
Yeah.
So, Zach, financial side of it.
Guys, I know you've been asking for Nerd Cave shirts for quite some time now since we came up with a seal one, but this is our official shirt now, and you can go to paypal.com and send a payment of $20 to nerdcavenetwork@gmail.com. You also need to include $6.45 for shipping, and we'll get that shirt out to you ASAP.
So, guys, be sure to go ahead and jump on it. We want to share this with you. We want you to be a part of this, and this has helped getting our name out. So we sure do appreciate everything that you're doing for us.
Yeah, without you guys, we can't grow. And thank you for buying awesome merch like this. This has been Zach
and Robbie.
Have a week. What's up, everybody? This is Zach with the Nerd Cave Podcast, and I'm joined with my amigo.
I am Robbie.
Hey, Robbie, how are you?
I am Robbie.
Guys, if you don't know, this is 153 of these that we've put out into the ether.
I am Robbie. Yes, it is, and it's been a long road, a fun road,
Yeah,
an awesome road.
If you don't know, the Nerd Cave Podcast is an awesome podcast that expands your mind one nerdy subject at a time.
Ooh, yeah. Boogie.
But what it is three best friends, which one of our best friend is not here today. Derek is working, unfortunately, but we're going to carry on. We're going to be troopers.
My wayward son.
And we're going to be talking about all the news that's been happening. We are recording this on Monday, so if there's the preview's a little late, you can forgive us on that. But
I think it'd be
I'm glad that we actually waited because a lot of things came out today.
Yeah.
And late last night after we would have recorded the podcast.
We would have been like, oh, well, there's not a whole lot of news. And now we're just like, can we cover everything?
Yeah, it's like
just a few hours has made it.
It made a huge difference of
Yes.
everything. And a lot of it has to do with comic book movie news and a few game things.
Yeah.
But just tons and tons of stuff. But before we get into that, how you been doing, man?
I've been doing pretty good. It's testing week. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
So I have overflow students. Tell you, I have
the best students.
Oh yeah, 2 stories have come from today. First, we're in between second and third period, and I'm shooting basketball with the kids, and I have
Shooting the hoops is what they call it.
There's this kid who me and Willis, former podcast on this show, we call him Bobby because he looks like Bobby Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And today we were sitting there shooting. He's like, Coach, he's like, bet you can't make this 3. I was like, I was shooting, so I was like, I'll try it anyway. So I shoot it, and I make it. Willis is standing beside me. The kid looks at me dead in the eyes. He's like, you got a girlfriend? I was like, no. He goes,
you got to look dead in the camera.
He goes, you do now. And I had a straight face, and I was about to be like, don't talk to, you should not talk to teachers like that. But Willis busts out laughing, and I bust out laughing. I was like, kid, just go away. I was like, don't ever look at me. Don't ever talk to me again.
He goes home and Hank, dang it, Bobby.
God dang it, Bobby.
Told you not to do that stuff anymore.
And the second story, it's 4th period. I have, I guess, shout out to my 4th period class since weightlifters since they found my YouTube channel.
Yeah, they were like messaging the other day. Can you get Mr. Rob to give us a shout out? So there you go.
There you go.
It happened. Shout out to you.
And Dawson's one of them.
Like Dawson's Creek?
No. He's not that cool. If you're listening, Dawson,
Not
you know
cool.
It's true.
He probably doesn't know what Dawson's Creek is.
I do a lot of those quotes from movies. They're like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "You're too young, kid." But we were weightlifting. Today was leg day, and
with my legs.
I have a bad right knee. It hurts me from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And
all that walking
Dawson,
the streets.
Yeah, Dawson wasn't able to work out either. He's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong with you, Coach?" I was like, "I have a bad knee." He goes, "Which knee is it?" I was like, "My right." He's like, I have a bad right knee too. I looked at him. I was like, "Did we just become best friends?" He goes, "Yup." I was like, "Go to class."
Oh, so yeah.
I have fun with my kids, or at least try to.
That's good. I try to be the nice guy today, but
Doesn't always work.
I had to put the hammer down. I told him, I was like, let's get our work done and we'll have a good class. I'll be the nice guy today. I preface it. I don't want to be a jerk. Well,
I've used that same line countless times, but guess what? I have to always be.
oh yeah. So, and I was trying, because I've discovered that a lot of people think the journey should be the fun part. In my mind, the destination's the fun part when it comes to working towards something.
Oh, yeah.
You can have fun on the long way, but you can't take advantage of it.
No, you got to work. You got to put in the man hours.
And then I felt like Batman putting down the batarang, like branding him a mofo.
Is that exactly how it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd
And then
be
they
scared
get
to be in
killed.
your class.
I just have like this bat symbol with like hot irons up beside my
Instead of a
podium.
bat, so it's just the NCN.
You've been branded. I will break you.
Then whenever they ask, what's that? Oh, it's a podcast. You guys should listen. Anytime someone asks them, you have to say that louder. We'll brand you again. That's how we get our word out, really.
Wow.
That's how people know about us.
Yeah, it's
We've-
marketing extreme.
We've branded small children.
Again, this is the Nerd Cave Network.
Yes.
Nerd Cave Podcast. All of that good stuff. This is technically the Nerd Cave Network.
This is, but it's also a podcast.
So let's get into it. We've rambled about 5 minutes. Let's get into the news.
We're good at that.
Yeah, we are good at that. We're good at vamping. Tons of news have come out, but let's go ahead and let's hit one of the first. Inhumans movie may be pushed back.
I like, my thing has always been, I would rather you push it back and give me something good instead of, oh, here it is, hope you enjoy, and it ends up being complete and total crap.
Yeah.
But it does hurt because I was very excited for the Inhumans because it's such a cool story.
Yeah. Well, this is what Kevin Feige of Marvel.
Feige.
I can't remember how we used to say it. It was Feig or something. I can't remember. He said, since we made our initial Phase 3 announcement, we added Spider-Man, which was a big, joyous coup for us. He continued to say, we've added Ant-Man and the Wasp, a big, fun continuation of that story.
Yep.
Feige said he thinks the release shuffle off the current date that it's on right now. As for how long that will be, Feige said, I'm not sure yet. So it's just kind of up in the air. It's probably best just to be in a TV show where it is right now.
Yeah, because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been doing a great job with tying in the Inhumans to everything.
Mm-hmm.
You saw like a lot of that in season 2, but I think her name's Skylar or Sky. She's just coming into her powers at the end of season 2. So I have not been able to catch up with season 3 yet because there's so many shows going on right now that I've managed to keep up with Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow, and Supernatural.
I haven't kept up with any of it.
I know. I even couldn't keep up with Supergirl anymore. There's just too much and not enough time.
Yeah, and speaking of more Marvel news, Star-Lord is going to be in Avengers Infinity War. That's pretty exciting. I'm glad that they're bringing in more and more of the extended part of the universe and everything.
Well, you got to know the person that they're fighting is you're going to need a lot of people.
Yeah. And of course, Thor is going to be there. And they said something about that earlier today. And I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, and
All right.
apparently Creed Thompson, the chick from, I guess, the Apollo.
Selma.
Yeah.
She's from Selma. Is going to be taking Natalie Portman's place. So Natalie's out. Thor is like, I don't want you no more.
Like,
I don't want you no more.
I haven't read the article, but I'm sure she will be a completely new person and not just, hey, I'm black now.
No, she's totally going to do that. From what it says, Natalie Portman will be sitting out this installment.
Okay, so she'll be coming back as her character.
Yeah, Thompson's character in Thor Ragnarok will be a kind of superhero and will appear in other Marvel films as well. Interesting. So she's not taking over Natalie Portman's role.
Which would be very funny. It's like, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, totally same person here.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. Like that relationship between Thor and whatever her name is. Something with a J.
Jane Foster.
Is that what it is?
Jane Foster.
Yeah, they were
'Cause
Dr. Jane Foster.
I was about to say, I had a car that was named Jane Foster for the...
So, I think it's interesting. Give that a little break just because it's kind of like, oh, I love you. And like, swing hammer.
Because you saw it in Thor 1 and Thor 2, and even in the Avengers, the first Avengers movie, he even brought her up in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it is kind of cool that, she's going to sit out, and you're going to see someone else come in. I don't, it's not going to be the love that...
Yeah, hopefully they don't try to do any kind of love interest with the character.
Because it's always been about...
Jane
Foster.
Jane. I don't know where I'm going with that.
I don't either. But we could go to Lord of the Rings real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Faramir, brother to Boromir, who got filled with arrows.
Because he was a boar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was like, they were at a party, okay? And he was trying to like hit up on this girl. And comes to find out that this girl actually had a boyfriend and he was jelly. Toast jelly. We could say that
without fear of being muted. Woohoo! Freedom.
And Boromir thought he was on fleek and everything,
but he wasn't.
So
he even tried to steal a ring from Frodo.
Yeah, and he got shot. Not like shots.
He got like 4 arrows into his chest by the big orc dude.
Yeah, he didn't take one to the knee because then he could have lived his life in a village.
Which, did you know what that actually means when he says I took an arrow to his knee?
Mm-mm.
Like, I found out he did not take a physical arrow to the knee, but that's what they used to say when they got married. I took an arrow to the knee.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense.
It does. I'm like, okay.
Makes more sense. So, David Wyndham, he's going to be in what show?
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist!
Which is, he's going to be joining friend of the podcast.
Yeah. Finn Jones, me and my bro Finn Jones, we go out every now and then and get some drinks. A little milk.
Little milk and cookies.
Little milk and cookies, you know what I mean?
But it's actually very cool because he's going to be playing a partner to Danny's parents. Because his parents, I believe the story is that Danny's parents die. And then
Danny Phantoms?
Sure. Going back. I can dig it.
Got that pull right there.
But his parents die, and then he goes to a temple to train and everything. Kind of your gist of your superhero.
Yeah, any kind of some of the latest Iron Fist was that Danny's parent, like his father, was trying to find that city. I can't remember the name of the city right now, and took along Danny, his mother, and a friend, which is Harold, which. He's going to be playing Harold Meacham, David Wyndham is, which is, quote-unquote, a ruthless corporate leader. So he's going to be the bad guy in this.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that.
And what's really cool is this leads into the Defenders, which is something that I'm super excited about because my boy Luke Cage is going to be in it.
September, he's going there. His series is going to come out.
And you're going to have, of course, Deadpool.
Yeah.
So, seeing all of them get together.
Yeah, all of these franchises being built. You got Jessica Jones. You got Daredevil, not Deadpool.
Did I say Deadpool?
Yeah, you did. It's okay, bro.
It's been that.
It's okay.
It's been that kind of a day,
it's okay.
I promise.
But you got Daredevil, you got Jessica Jones, you got Luke Cage, and then you'll have Iron Fist.
And they're going to micromanage the crap out of that Hell's Kitchen.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Nobody's going to get away with anything.
So, this is where we're going, guys. According to Charlie Fox, star of Daredevil, Netflix superhero team-up show, The Defenders, will start filming later this year.
Super excited.
He said, we don't know if there's going to be a season 3 of Daredevil. I certainly don't know. But he added, what we do know is that at the end of this year, we're going to be making the Defenders. And, of course, Daredevil is very much a part of that foursome. Wink. I have no idea what the storyline is going to be for that show. I'm very excited to see how the worlds combine and interested to see tonally how those shows become one, because so far, Jessica Jones and Daredevil, very dark. I don't know how the other ones are going to go.
You know, Luke Cage and I'm sure Iron Fist will be right up the same alley.
Right up that alley.
But I think it's a really cool idea to take, instead of doing, you're going to have the Defenders, but you're also going to have, you know, new season of Daredevil, new season of Luke Cage, Iron Fist. Let those shows play out like one season and then bring them all together.
Yeah. I
kind of, you know, explain where they came from, how they came to be. And
I'm assuming that to take the slot that Daredevil would be the next, you know, February or so, or actually March.
Yeah.
That's when they would put out the Defenders, because unless they're going to do somewhere in between all of that, do a, you know, Iron Fist show, which I'm sure they will before they do the Defenders. So
yeah,
pretty interesting. But you can check out Luke Cage on Netflix September 30th, 2016.
I cannot wait for that.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a super cool story.
Oh, yeah, it is. Because you want to know why? Because I'm in it.
Okay.
They recast me as Luke Cage because I got them muscles.
Oh, yeah.
Got them muscles.